Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. And today I will be talking about best leads and supports, especially for beginners and for free-to-play players. Now, I will be discussing to you characters that are free-to-play friendly, and take note that these are not premium characters. Alright, so let's start off with Cyclops. Now, Cyclops, with or without his uniform, has a good leadership. Now, his leadership is with the new uniform is increase in basic attacks and increase in all defense. And this is a good lead for not just mutants but for any other characters. And he has a good damage as well, but mostly is used for leadership. Now his passive is good. With the uniform, it's an increase in energy attack, 40% increase. Without the uniform, I think it's 35% or 30%. Correct me if I'm wrong. And this will add energy damage to all energy-based characters. Right now, second is She-Hulk. Now She-Hulk is a good damage leader, but she's also a good leadership. Now for her leadership, it is only limited to male against male characters. So if you look at her leadership, it's an increase of 65% damage to male types, which can be useful against war boss, any war boss except for females like Proxima and Scarlet Witch, in that matter. Alright, so with or without her uniform, she has this increased damage against male characters. So she's a good investment for beginners and free-to-play players as well. Next up is Ancient One. Now Ancient One basically provides additional damage, elemental damage. Alright, if you can see her tier 2 passive, yeah, she has increased damage to all element damage, and she has increased all resistance and ignores target's dodge. Now she works perfectly with Jean Grey in timeline battle against another Jean Grey, as it adds to Jean Grey's 60% all resistance, so that's 90% all resistance. So if you've seen my previous video, another Jean Grey barely provides damage to my Jean Grey. And also her leadership, it adds 50% increase in energy attack. So this can be a good lead as well if you have energy based damage leaders like Iron Man or Thor maybe. Alright, next is Shuri. Now with Shuri's new uniform, she can be a damage leader as well, but her skills are basically good for support as well. So her tier 2 passive increases basic damage dealt to supervillain and decreases basic damage received from supervillain. So if you are playing World Boss or GBR in that matter, you can use her for support. And for timeline battle, if you're going up against Gore, Jean Grey, Hulk, she can definitely help you receive less damage because of that. So without her uniform, I believe she also has this buffs, but on a lesser percentage, so you can still use her without the uniform. Scarlet Spider now. Oh, sorry, Miles Morales. So with his new uniform, so basically this one, he has to have a new uniform, and his leadership basically applies to Spider-Man. Now there's been rumors. I'm just speculating here. I'm not saying that it's true, but there are rumors that there will be a tier 4 Spider-Man, so he can be really helpful if you have plans on upgrading your Spider-Man to tier 4 down the track. But for new players and free-to-play players, I think that's still a long way to go to some of you, but he's a good investment as well. Next is America Chavez. Now, America Chavez is a good support for PvP. Now, if I'm not mistaken, her leadership increases basic attacks and dodge rate, and I think I'm not sure if her uniform adds buff. Yes, it has increase of 40% on HP, and reflects all attacks, and also decreases damage received by 50%. So she's a good support for PvP, and at the same time, if you really have a good build on her, she can compete in lower stages of timeline battle. Okay, Hulkbuster. Now, if you are planning to upgrade Iron Man, Hulkbuster is really a good lead for Iron Man, as increases basic attack of Iron Man to 70%, which is a really big deal, because your Iron Man can deal more damage if he's fully built. Okay. Now, Sif, with her new uniform, I think she has buffs to allies and all speeds, and increased basic damage to boss types. But more importantly, her leadership, increase HP and physical attack. So if you're using Venom or Captain America or Hulk, she's definitely a good lead and support for them. Alright, now Colossus is a premium character, but I'll make an exception on this because you can get his bios and the missions, and definitely a good support for PvP. Okay, passive. I don't have the new uniform, but his old uniform basically decreases damage from superhero and supervillain. So if you're facing someone in timeline battle like a Sentry, which is a hero, or a villain like a Jean Grey or a Thanos, Gore, then this would definitely make your character or your main damage dealer a bit tankier, so they will perform well in timeline battle. Alright, now Taskmaster, I have a tier 3 Taskmaster as well, but his leadership applies basic attacks, all defense, and all speeds, which is a good support as well. And his passive, Guaranteed Crit Rate, increases skill damage and bonus damage, and also the dodge rate. So he is also good in both PvE and PvP as a support. So it's just a matter of finding out the right combination of characters to partner up with him. Okay, Phil Coulson. Now Phil Coulson is only tier 2, so you can't use him in World Boss Legends, but for new players who are just playing World Boss Ultimate, Phil Coulson is really a good support that you must invest on. And his tier 2 passive is increase basic damage to supervillain and decreases basic damage received from supervillain as well. So he's good on the left side of the world boss ultimates like Thanos, Ebony, Proxima, Call Obsidian, right? So he's definitely good support. And for me, last one is Iron Hammer. Now, if you have a Thor, normally the lead that is being used for Thor is Beta Ray Bill, but since Beta Ray Bill is too expensive, and I think Iron Hammer is a good substitute for leadership, because his leadership is increased lightning damage and 15% increased attack. So he's good as a support for Miles Morales or of course Thor, and definitely a must-have for new players and free-to-play players, since he is free-to-play friendly as well. Alright, so these are my top leads and supports for free-to-play players and new players. So if you have any suggestions, if I forgot someone, feel free to comment down below on who they are, and that would definitely help our new free-to-play brothers and sisters, and new players as well. Alright, so that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, it's free, you can always change your mind, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.